Hi everyone, Matt Van Noos here, doing my learning summary for eci834. So I just want to start off with a quote that kind of came to me from Chris Hadfield. He said, "Focus on the journey, not on arriving at the certain destination." And I feel like this quote kind of captures this course and my journey quite eloquently. So something that I've been doing since I started my master's was I would kick things off with doing an introduction journal vlog. It was just something that I'd go over and get my thoughts together and kind of be thinking about what to expect in the course. And it's something I'm kind of putting together with the idea of a capstone, but uh, it worked well with this course too because I could look back and had an idea of what I was coming into. Uh, so, anyways, I felt confident coming into this course with the technical pieces. I've worked with blogs, I've worked with LMSs before, H5P. So I figured as I was off to a decent start. I didn't want to be overly confident because I know there was still lots to learn and I was excited to. Um, Now, not being a teacher, one of the things that interested me the most was the opportunity to explore pedagogy and learning theories, instructional theories, and how to really teach using technology, not just deliver content. So one of the things that really stood out to me right away with this course was it actually modeled the kind of learning that we were studying instead of that kind of top-down instructor-led approach. It was much more collaborative feeling where our instructor acted more as a facilitator. There was lots of student and instructor responsibility sharing for our learning. And we worked in small groups where ideas could be bounced around and we could grow. And knowledge just wasn't passed down from top down. It was shared. We constructed ideas all within the group. So I was really excited to see this sort of constructivist learning experience firsthand, and it made a big impact on me. So, as someone that works with a lot of English as additional language learners, one of my main goals during this course was to explore how I could increase accessibility, starting with language. But I quickly realized accessibility goes so much deeper than that. Throughout this course, I came to better appreciate the broader landscape of learning accessibility, making sure technology is usable for people with all different abilities. So, designing for screen readers in mind, using plain language, all the H5P exercises we looked at, just making sure things are available. I want to offer things in means of different and multiple means of engagement and expression. Um, what I really am taking away that it's not just about checking off an accessibility box. There's it's actual genuine attention that has to be placed on removing barriers so more students can thrive. And honestly, that's a mindset I'm gonna be taking with me well beyond the end of this course. So looking back at the journey of being a student in a blended learning class, that was probably one of the most valuable parts of this course for me. I saw how the course was structured to support active engagement, reflection, and real world application of the knowledge that we were learning. I can better understand how those choices now translate to effective teaching and learning as I was able to experience it as a student. Uh, we had so much freedom in our projects, and that made a big difference. Being able to choose what we worked on rather than just picking from a list or anything like that. So choosing the content, the platform, the strategy, it really gave us a sense of ownership that I think boosted, at least speaking for myself, the motivation and creativity. For me, I was creating a Brightspace tutorial, mostly using some H5P tools I got to play around with. So not only aligned with my professional role, but gave me a chance to build something practical and really work on that accessible portion that I was looking at doing. Again, it felt truly like a constructivist learning environment. Reflection, interaction, and feedback were key parts of this process. And speaking of feedback, the peer reflection. To be honest, peer reflection's always been something that's given me a bit of uneasiness. So letting other people read and critique my work, not totally my favorite thing. But honestly, it turned out that that was probably one of the most valuable parts of this class. Not only reading the thoughtful feedback of others, but and not taking it personally, helped me grow. But when I was giving feedback to others, I found myself reflecting more critically on my own work. Um, so not only was I kind of thinking of my own work as I was looking at other people's works, but it's also being able to see other people's work and think, hey, that's something great. I should do that. Um, so really, the final project wasn't a way to check off learning outcomes. It felt like a accumulation of all the things we learned through the year, reflecting on things as we went through it, and I'm pretty proud of what I built. More importantly, I'm leaving this course with more than just a bit of a finished project. I'm leaving with a stronger understanding of how to design learning experiences that are accessible, learner-centered, and rooted in solid pedagogical principles. I'm just about out of time, so thanks for listening to everyone, and thanks for making this a really meaningful course for me. Thank you.